And in the heart of the azure, endless sea, the Idrilian Isles shimmered like a celestial mirror. Their ethereal beauty was a sight to behold. Emerald groves draped in vineland vines twirled in mesmerizing spirals, while pristine shores kissed by the caress of the sea waves whispered ancient secrets into the ears of those who dared look. The very air shimmered with an aura of magic, an echo of the lost civilization that once thrived amidst their verdant and enchanted expanse. The arrival of our intrepid explorers, intrigued by the whispers of lost magic that called out to them, was nothing short of awe-inspiring. The vast ship, brimming with curious souls, sailed through the azure waters and marveled at the spectacle that lay before them. As they approached the islands, a thick veil of mist began to unfurl and swirl, revealing the hallowed ground they were to walk upon. Our adventurers disembarked, stepping ashore to find themselves surrounded by an otherworldly landscape of ancient stone ruins. Obelisks, weathered by time and the relentless touch of the sea, dotted the landscape, almost as if watching over the lost civilization that once thrived within their borders. Inscriptions etched upon the stones glowed with an eerie, bioluminescent light, casting an eerie glow across the landscape and providing a haunting glimpse into the history of the Idrilian Isles. The journey through the islands was like descending into a dreamlike state. The further in they ventured, the more the line between reality and myth seemed to blur. Some spoke of hearing disembodied voices echoing through the wind, while others claimed to see glimpses of figures shrouded in mist. The island's enchanting beauty, coupled with the whispers of the past, began to entwine the minds of the explorers, weaving together a tapestry of mystery and allure. One morning, as the sun graced the horizon with its golden fingers, their guide led them to the heart of the islands, a hidden sanctuary nestled within the verdant groves. Upon reaching the sanctuary, they found a magnificent crystal structure standing tall amidst the foliage, its surface glowing with an iridescent rainbow. Inside the sanctuary, they discovered remnants of ancient texts and relics, each imbued with a power that seemed to whisper the answers to forgotten questions. As they pored through the esoteric texts, the spirits of the long-dead masters of magic began to manifest before them. They granted the adventurers glimpses into the mysteries of the astral realm, enabling them to harness the power of the Idrilian Isles' lost magic. Their minds expanded, their souls alight with newfound knowledge and understanding. The Idrilian Isles, once nothing more than a mere fantasy, had become their teachers, their manifest destiny. As they departed the sanctuary, the ghostly figures of the masters of magic walked with them, guiding them back to their ship, which glided through the azure waters as if propelled by the very magic they had been granted. As the sun set upon the endless sea, our intrepid explorers returned to their world, their hearts filled with the wisdom of the ages, their minds enlightened by the power of the Idrilian Isles. They returned as more than just mere adventurers, but as guardians, chosen to protect the balance of the world and uphold the memory of the long-lost civilization that had once walked upon the Idrilian Isles with the setting sun, painting a golden hue across the endless sea. The ship glided effortlessly, its sails dancing on the breeze. The guardians, their spirits still buoyant from their journey through the Idrilian Isles, now held a heavier burden, the responsibility of safeguarding the precarious balance of their world and preserving the legacy of the ancient civilization they had encountered. As the vessel docked in the familiar harbor, the citizens of their homeland flocked to the shore, their eyes wide with wonder and curiosity as they beheld their returning heroes. The guardians, once mere adventurers, now stood taller, their bearing more purposeful, exuding an aura of wisdom and power. They were no longer just seekers of treasure or explorers of the unknown. They had been anointed as protectors and custodians of a forgotten era. Whispers of the Idrilian Isles traveled swiftly through the crowd. Embers of curiosity fanned into flames of excitement. The guardians passed through the throng of onlookers, their ghostly companions, the masters of magic, holding steady by their sides. The guardians recounted tales of the enchanted islands, speaking in hushed tones of the remnants of a bygone civilization, the lost magic that whispered through the air, and the mesmerizing beauty that had ensnared their hearts. In the days that followed, the guardians embarked on a mission of enlightenment, sharing the knowledge they had gained with scholars, artists, and artisans. The tales of the Idrilian Isles inspired new works, while the informed discussions that ensued sparked a renaissance in their homeland. Yet not all revelled in the newfound knowledge. Some viewed the tales as fantastical and infeasible, while others feared the power that the Guardians now wielded. Whispers of a conspiracy began to swirl among the dissenters, questioning the legitimacy of the Guardians' claims and their intentions. The Guardians, however, remained steadfast, using their newfound wisdom to guide their homeland through the rough waters of skepticism and fear. They approached the doubt with patience and understanding, sharing more tales, more learnings, and more memories of their time in the ethereal wonderland. In time, the seeds of doubt were replaced with seeds of curiosity and understanding, as the people of their homeland began to appreciate the enchanting magic that the Idrilian Isles had imparted upon them. The harmony between the Guardians and their fellow citizens grew, as they worked together to uphold the legacy of the long-lost civilization and protect the balance of their world. And so, the Guardians continued, carving a place for themselves within the tapestry of their society, forever linked to the Idrilian Isles and the wisdom they had bestowed. The Guardians stood, beacons of light in the darkness, ever vigilant, ever ready to protect the delicate balance between old and new, real and imagined, as they continued to honor the memories of the magical, forgotten civilization that had once called the Idrilian Isles home. And in the delicate balance between the old and the new, the Guardians found a harmonious coexistence. They became the champions of the Idrilian Isles' legacy, weaving the tales of the Enchanted Islands into their homeland's folklore, painting vibrant pictures of emerald groves and pristine shores with every retelling. The whispers of lost magic, once seeds of doubt, now sparked a flame of curiosity that ignited the hearts of the people. Eager to learn, the villagers ventured to the Idrilian Isles, guided by the wisdom of the Guardians. They waded into the crystalline waters, their minds alight with curiosity and awe. The ancient stone ruins came alive under their touch, the tendrils of mist parting to reveal intricate details of a once great civilization. The air hummed with the symphony of myth and history, the line between reality and legend blurring as they delved deeper into the mystery of the Idrilian Isles. The Guardians were there, every step of the way, sharing their knowledge of the islands and their guardianship duties. They taught the villagers the secrets of the island's magic, showing them how to respect the ancient power that surrounded them. The villagers learned to harness the magic, not just as a tool, but as a means to understand and adhere to the balance between their world and the Idrilian Isles. With each passing day, the bond between the Guardians and the people grew stronger. They became family, united in their shared respect for the Idrilian Isles and the ancient civilization that had once thrived there. Together, they worked to uphold the balance, protecting the islands from any threats while preserving the magic that bound them together. The harmony that had once eluded them was now their reality. The Guardians were no longer outcasts. They were societal pillars, their deeds a testament to the power of understanding and respect. The Idrilian Isles, once shrouded in mystery, were now a beacon of hope and wisdom. As the sun set over the azure depths, the Guardians stood, proud and resolute, forever guardians of the Idrilian Isles, forever united with the people they had taught, forever champions of the balance between old and new. NA's twilight engulfed the Idrilian Isles. A serene shroud of tranquility enveloped the landscape. The emerald groves harmonized with the azure sea, bringing forth a breathtaking panorama that mirrored an artist's dream. The sun sank low, casting long shadows over pristine shores and ancient stone ruins, now adorned with the afterglow of an ethereal golden hue. The custodians stood before the sunset, their gazes fixed upon the horizon. They were the protectors, the guardians of a once-forgotten civilization, and their transformation was vividly evident. No longer were they regarded as outcasts, but esteemed figures who preserved the delicate balance of the islands. Their wisdom embodied the very essence of the Idrilian Isles, a beacon guiding those who sought enlightenment. As the villagers gathered at the water's edge, their voices collectively resonated with tales of valor and perseverance. Their hearts swelled with pride as they paid homage to the guardians that in time had transcended their once isolated existence to become an integral part of their society. That night, as fires danced with their flames and laughter echoed through the open air, the guardians conversed with the villagers, sharing stories of bygone days and dreams for the future. The folklore that had once seeped through the island's very soul was no longer relegated to whispers. Instead, it was now part of the vibrant fabric of a thriving community. The following days passed with haste. The Guardians delved further into the stone ruins, uncovering remnants of a civilization lost to time. Mythical artifacts, intricate engravings, and unsolved riddles greeted them at every turn, providing invaluable insights into the history of the Idrilian Isles. The Guardians and villagers worked together, honing their skills to safeguard the islands and bring the mysterious relics to life. With each passing day, the harmony between the Guardians and villagers strengthened. New friendships were forged, and collectively they faced turmoil with open minds and unwavering resolve. The Isles continued to flourish under their shared governance, forever embodying the delicate balance between old and new. As the cycle of the sun began anew, and the beach glistened with an ethereal dew, the Guardians stood proud and resolute. Their lifetimes of dedication had not only united them with the people they had taught, but also allowed them to reignite the forgotten magic once shrouded in the shadows of the sea. The final moments of twilight painted the sky in hues of gold and lavender, as the sun bid its farewell to the Idrilian Isles. With tears of gratification in their eyes, the Guardians felt an overwhelming sense of peace. They had fulfilled their purpose and left a legacy that would echo through the whispering waves for generations to come. And so, on this day of tranquility, wrought with emotion, the Guardians stood united, their bond unbroken, their spirits triumphant. As one, they raised their eyes to the heavens and acknowledged the passage of time, knowing that the harmony they had fought to maintain would endure long after they had passed into the annals of history. This concludes this entry into the Atlas Obscura of fantasy. May your paths be curious and your steps ever